هاي اعملها من هون وهي بتروح تعملها من هون، بدك تروح لغاية بدك تروح ترجع لهون. يعني انا مشان ما يكون لحالي راح اجيب الشباب المهمين اللي زي لك احمد الرحمن عم هي السيرس كوت هيك علموني اياه، في شيء غلط. ماشي. عرفت؟ عن جد بحكي بمزحش. عرفت؟ احمد حمام. احمد حمام. ماشي. عرفت؟ احمد اللي فيها يا زلمه هو فاهم كل شيء وبده يضل شغال بطريقته، ما بزبط هيك. مش ولا احنا فاهمش ولا أنا. لكن بقول لك انا فاهم كل شيء. خلينا شوف، بتحب تحضر لك شوي معنا؟ اهلين. Sorry, this was Mr. Azzuddin discussing some. Yes, I'm ready. This is your dashboard screen.
Okay, so our today's topic is production. Okay, these are our today's topic. Okay.
Yes.
So better you can share your screen and do the transition. We will guide you. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I have shared the wrong screen. Screen's opened here for my son. So my screen is ready now.
Yes.
I'm on item card. I have logged in with the production department profile or role. Okay. So the first topic will be the item master, right?
Yes, item master. So
Yes,
can you create
item master. Excuse me for let me sometimes guide what I want to learn because as I told you I miss something. Mostly let's say 80% of what we are having here because we have a gap in training and understanding. You do all your best to make us understand your system, but with such a huge systems, for sure we will miss something. So, item master in a production is a recurring topic because we have got this topic in purchasing and also in sales and also in production. So I have also to go through the item topic here because it is related also to sales and in fact till now I'm stuck with the sales code till now, especially the line.
Where you have
section.
stuck, Mr. Anand?
In sales code, Mr. Manchu, I'm sorry to say that. Yes, I still stuck there because I think maybe our master data was not enough for you or for your system to operate effectively. يعني it is out of the scope of the session. We have to align with the pre-prepared topics. But يعني divide by zero message still appears if I missed selecting some options during my code. In the training here, me and you, we are following one scenario for one item, which is enough, should be enough. But I was trying to do a sales code with more items, different scenarios, previously created item, newly created item. There is I'm using different choices within the scope, not out of the scope, but I failed. No problem, no problem. This is the purpose of this end-to-end cycle, to see where we are going to stop so you can guide us. This is right, this is correct, this is wrong, this is false. This is my concept for the training. If I'm not going on the correct track, I wish that you, Mr. Manchu and Shiruti, tell me that you are going on a wrong road. You have to go this way. Now, think of
Okay.
me like a student and you are the teacher. I don't mind. Uh, you gave me a homework and I have to prepare this homework and I have to show you that I have did this homework. And you are
Yeah, so
going
we
to
are
give
giving the homework, like whatever we are doing the practice in the training session, you have to create your own data after the training we when we are finishing it.
absolutely, absolutely right. So, in order to minimize the time that we are using during these discussions, uh, if you allow me, I will send you a script recording of my sessions. I have saw this feature, and I think this feature will help you and me understand what's going wrong without time wasting. Yesterday, I have sent you a small YML file or YAML file that is recorded my session when I stopped with the error that I told you about. So at your convenience, you can play back
Mhm.
this file and guide me. You were wrong here, you were correct here.
Mm.
Is it okay this way, sir?
Yes, yes, all okay.
Yes, I'm sorry. Let's just start with this. But I'm in concern here. I'm in concern here because I have seen in the sales code that there is item reference, there is item variant, they are very important fields there. Uh, and I couldn't see them in the item master itself.
Mhm. So you are finding the item variant from the item card, right?
Yes, I cannot see the item variant here. Also the item
Yeah.
reference. The item
Yeah.
reference. There is a number called item reference. When I tried to read the
So
FRD,
first of all, you have opened the new item card, and
yes,
this is not the right way to create an item or open the item card. So just go back
yes, yes.
and then open any paper item card, search for any paper item. Yes, open the card and then just click on related.
Related, yes,
Okay, then click on item.
yes.
Here you will see item references,
Y-
items.
y- Yes, yes, yes. From standard perspective, I know that variant is an alternative item that has some shared features here, like red
That is
red
not an
card.
alternative item. This is a subset of an item. Subset of an item. Did you mean
Oh,
that?
yes, yes, absolutely right, absolutely right. So, but there in the source code, really till now, I couldn't get what what is the variant here, what is the item reference number here.
So yeah, so as already told you that at the time of sales code creation, we will not be having any item or any item variant. Once we convert the sales code to an order, then only we will be having a FG item get created in the system and the FG item number will be updated in the lines as well.
Yes, yes, excuse me. So this is my note. This is my note about yesterday's session, about where I'm stucking now. I wish that you could reflect, review, and maybe we will have another separate session, maybe for 10 minutes or 15 minutes, explaining to me what's wrong with my understanding with this string, especially only sales code. Uh,
Hmm.
yes, yes,
So
please,
what you
please.
are facing the issue, you can discuss
Yeah,
right
and
now.
if I'm allowed, and if you can, يعني I wish that we can go
If
there
if
for
we
this.
if we save some time in today's session, we will discuss this. Okay.
Mm. Yes,
Let's
yeah,
first focus on today's agenda. If we save some time today, then we will
yes,
discuss that.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So where we have to go now? This is the variant.
No,
Okay.
no. We need to go to today's agenda. What is the agenda for today? What is the
Item
first
master.
topic?
Item
Item
master.
master creation. So let's try to create some items. You can create one FG item, one paper item, and one ink item. Create all three items.
FGRM and PDI.
So where,
Yeah.
from product design, we have FG, sample, items, production item, raw material. Raw material, we know what we mean by raw material, but what's the difference here between a production item and items?
So the item is a complete list of item, whether it is a raw material like paper or ink, or it is a finished good item like FG.
Okay. Production item, only FG or board, sheet board.
Yes, yes, yes.
So where shall we go now?
Yeah.
Items.
Item is a complete list of all the items, whether it will not have any filter. All item and filter.
Okay. Where shall we start?
Go to the items.
Yes.
Yeah. Create new FG item.
A new or wizard?
This I think we have created 2 or 3 times in this sandbox session, Anand. We need to
Yes.
go to item wizard.
Okay. Okay.
Delete the
Item
template.
wizard and FG and FG. We
Delete
have
the
to get.
template.
We
Delete the
have.
template first.
Yes. Yes.
Delete the template. Oh, it
Delete.
is okay. Yeah. It is okay. Okay. You need to select the item category again.
Yes. 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 Get.
Okay. Yes. You do from your side. We will assist you. Okay.
Yes.
We will
This
assist
item
you
will
when you are
belong.
doing
This
right.
item will belong to customer number 33. Okay.
Perfect. Perfect.
Okay. When I select this item in a sales quote or any other system document, will the item list will be dependent on the customer number?
Yes,
Is
item
it
card will have
restricted
the
only to
customer.
this customer?
It will not be restricted, but it will have a information that this item belongs to this customer.
Just as a reference.
Yes.
Okay. FG description, let's say it is Senora box for frozen burger. Right, sir? Box model.
See, here you cannot directly type any description and that will be created. As this is coming from the template, you need to click on new and add that description in your lookups. Then only you can select that. That Sinora box for frozen burger is not there in the attribute value. That is why it is getting error.
I have to enter the box model.
No, 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 no. First refresh.
Yes.
Yeah. Now drill down to the FG description attribute value. Attribute value.
Yes.
Attribute
Yes.
value.
Yes. Yes. Go to it. Go to it.
FG description, not box model. You are there in box model. Go back. Yeah. Now click on new. Paste that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Now click on OK. Yes. Now you are an expert.
Thank you. So here
Select
regarding the
0201.
Shall I enter a new model or select a previously created one?
No, these are the basic standard models of corrugated boxes. So I doubt if you find any new model other than this. So there will be no
No.
need to create box model other than that.
Okay, okay, yes, okay. Apply,
Select 0201. What is S after that?
box apply.
No. I'm saying that 0201. What is S after that?
Uh, this is
Special.
what again? Special.
Oh, it is
RSC
wrong
special.
way. It is wrong way to create a box model. You should be having that as a description, but not in model number, because there are several calculation based on the model number.
Yes,
So
but I
you should be
didn't create this list. I didn't create this list. It was previously created.
okay. So there must be some 0201 in the third line. Select that one.
0201.
0201.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
Box supply 3.
Okay.
Yes, flute. Mr. Mancho, if I select a flute P, the sales code there will go okay. If I
This
select
is
a
not a
flute
sales
C,
code, Anand. Anand, this is
yeah, yes,
not a
I know,
sales
I
code.
know, I know, I know, I know. Yeah, this is where I stuck in the sales code. So that is why I'm concentrating here because it is part of production and also part of the sales code that I have questions about. Okay. In sales code, if I select another flute rather than P, it will not accept the calculation of this.
Yeah, why? Because let's say you have selected number of ply as 5, okay? And you select a box float as B or C. That cannot be happened. Because if you are
Yes,
having a 5 ply
I did,
box, then you must be having 2 ply flutes.
I did five plies. I did five plies with two flutes, PC or CP.
Yeah,
Same.
then it should
Same.
be fine.
No, same. I will show you later. Box type.
Okay.
Box type also. There is two box types. We have RSC and we have die cuts.
Hmm.
Yes.
Select whatever you are selecting.
If I select RSC, it's okay. If I switch to die cuts, no, there is something wrong in the calculation. So it is not a matter of the system or the logic of the system. It is a matter of the data that we have provided to you, but I don't know where to fix that.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Box length, 39, box height, let's say 10 كذا, box joint, double stitch out, dimensions OD. Okay, all of these values are okay. Only problematic values that we have a problem with the flute type and box type, box flute and box type. These two attributes are making troubles there in the sales code, and I'm sure it is not of your system, Mr. Mahacho, or your logic. It is of our data, but we don't know what to enter there, so we can pass this step. Is
Correct.
that all here?
Yes, after that you need to click on new,
New,
and create item.
great, yes, great. FG,
Okay. So you
yes,
can see this item with this description has been created.
yes, yes, yes.
Create one more item. We will not help you now.
Uh, from wizard or directly?
You need to create item always using wizard. You cannot create from this.
Uh-huh. So the only option to create item is using item wizard. Never use from.
Correct.
Yes,
Yes.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to create a plate item. Is that okay?
Yes, you can create any item. Just that we will not help you now. I need to check.
Stereo.
Stereo.
Stereo item get created from the PDI directly. No need to create manually here.
Okay. Okay. Let's choose another one. Okay.
So you can create FZ or paper. You can try.
Paper, it would be, no, paper should be created only from purchasing department, not from production. Let's say
Yeah,
here
but
FG
just
again.
for testing, you can try.
Yes. This item will be created for my customer, number 19.
You missed
Num
one thing. You haven't get the template and you
yes,
started
yes,
filling the
yes, I can
details.
see. Yes, I can see. Yes, yes, I can see.
First, delete the template now. Delete the
Okay,
template. Yes, yes.
okay. FG description. Can I choose from one of the descriptions that's created here? Yes, Sultah Hamoudi,
Yes.
Tajmid. Yes, okay. Box model. Mm, Mr. Macho, this box model list is populated from our side or is it a standard from you?
This is a standard model.
Okay, okay. As it
Always
is
universal
standard, so
code.
I have to follow strictly.
Yeah.
Thank you. Apply 5. Is it okay for 5?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Yes. If I select 5, I should select 2 flutes.
Yes, correct.
Huh? I shouldn't select E or F, that would be a
Yes.
problem. Okay. So box type again, box model and box type يعني ماشي. Die, die cut.
I think C is missing from the die cut.
Yes, okay, yes. Is missing from MSV side because they sent you a data full of, okay, sir. Okay, box width, same, height will be 15, box joint, 4 stitch in, different. It is ID, not OD here. Box print, yes. And that's all. That's all.
Mhm.
We will go to new and create item.
Very good.
We have created 2 items, number 18, number 19.
Yes.
Is that enough for your student? Does he understand your lesson?
Yes. So once you create an item, as we have already told you, the item stays in a block state.
Yes.
That will be in red
In
line,
the block
right?
state, it will be in red color.
Yes.
Yes,
So to use
process.
this in any transaction, you need to approve it.
Yes. From here.
Yes.
What do we mean by PDF storage here? Sorry.
Sorry.
What is the PDF storage in the item menu here?
So you can update any PDF here. Okay. As a artwork or as a blueprint of the item, what you are taking, telling like outline, right? Yeah.
Document
So you
store,
can, yeah, you can
document
store
related to
this
this item.
here. Okay. And then whenever the production of this particular item will happen in the output screen, that PDF will be shown in the right side so that the user can verify all the details whether it is right or not
Yes,
if they
thank
are
you.
working. Yeah.
WA Business Audio.
Okay, we have 2 active items now, number 18, number 19.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's next after that? We can
So
modify the item information,
yeah,
item card.
again, if you want to modify the item, there are there are some fields which are editable. Okay, you can
Yes.
modify these things only.
Okay, so what if
Okay.
I want to update description to number two, even the description itself? I have to
Yeah. So
unapprove,
to do
then
that,
approve.
yeah.
Huh?
So to do that, first you need to go back. That that is a different step. Go
Okay.
back in the list. Yeah. Click on new.
Uh,
Click on new. Yeah. Update item.
uh-huh.
Okay. And then here you need to select the item which you want to update.
It's a 000. Yeah.
3 times 0, I think.
I cannot, it only gives me paper items here.
I think it is
Yes.
blocked. Blocked. That's why it is not
I
showing.
think you
Excuse
have
me.
blocked that item. You have blocked that item.
Yes. No, no, I have a blocked one and the other one is active. I have two
Yeah, so you
cases.
can search for the 18 number.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Okay, select
Mm.
that. Once you
Yes.
select that, all the attributes of this particular item will appear. Okay, and
Yes,
then
yes.
you need to change it here and click on update item.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, so this is the process to update the attributes of the item.
Yes.
One more
Import
thing,
new
yeah,
field.
one
Yes,
more
okay.
thing I would like to highlight here that at the time of item creation and at the time of updating the attributes of an item, system checks the duplicacy of an item.
Yes.
For example, there is an anan in the list of item, there cannot be another anan. There will be only one anan.
Okay. So what is the constraint here? Is it a combination of field name, field
Yeah.
description?
It is a combination based on the combination of attributes value. Each of the item is having a UID number.
Yes.
Okay. So we check the UID number whether this UID number is already there in the list or not. If there is already there with that particular UID number, you cannot create an item with that attribute value. System will tell you that this item already exists. You cannot create duplicate item. Understood?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Yeah. This helps in many manners that in managing the inventory, in managing the production, and many more things.
So what's the other topic for today's item master? Are we done with item master?
Yeah, item master is done. You can
Work center
open
and
the
machine
FG
center.
item. Yeah, you can open the FG item and go through all the details of it. What are the details in the item card? As we discussed in the general posting type and posting groups, okay, you will see that there are many posting group in item card as well. That
Yes.
comes
Yes.
from the
Yes.
item category.
Yes.
And there
Yes.
are
Yes.
other details as well,
Yes.
which you can
Yes.
see.
Yes. Yes.
I think.
This is understood there regarding the posting groups related to the items. I understand it completely. Uh,
Hmm.
so
Okay.
so I will later on my accounts team here will review this
Mhm.
data and
Okay. The
modify
next
as per
point
the policy.
now is machine center. Do you
Yes.
mean so our next point is work center and machine center. First we will go to the work center and then machine center.
What's the
Okay.
difference between work center and machine center?
Yeah, that is what I was going to ask you. So let's say for an example you have we have multiple machines. Let's say you
Yes.
have multiple printers. Okay.
Yes.
Those printers are basically machine centers, machines. Okay.
Yes.
And if we categorize the machines, okay, what we'll be having? There could be a digital printer or flexo printer. There
Yes.
could be two groups. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And we go, if we go more top of that, and then what we'll be having? We'll be having printers. So what is the
Yeah.
sections like? First, we'll be having printers. Inside that, we'll be having two categories like digital printer and flexo printer. Okay. And after the digital printer, we'll be having a specific machines. Machine printer number 001, printer number 002. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
This is a structure of work center and machine center.
Yani as a quick example, the corrugation section here, we call it a work center because it is for
Yes.
corrugation machines only. Converting
Yes.
is a work center. Digital is a working center. Yes.
No, corrugation will be like, let's take up example of printer. Okay. Let me just open an Excel and explain you in another way. Can you see my screen?
Wait, please. Yes.
Okay, just a minute. So tell me any your printer name in MSP, Anand?
Rico work center, multi-copier, multifunction. Rico multifunction.
Rico.
Yes, Rico. Yes. RICOH.
Okay. This is a printer one. Okay. And let's say you have this printer, this two printers. Same printer is you are having two. Okay. Same brand, same company. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
And there are some, let's say, flexo printer. So let's say Canon printer 01. Okay. So
Yeah.
let's say these are digital printer. Okay. So this we call machine center. Okay.
Yes.
And if we categorize this, then we will call this as work center. Okay. This will come in a category of digital printer. This will come in the category of flexo printer. Just an example. Okay.
Yes.
And then when you go move further, there will be work center group. So both this will come under printers. This is what I mean. It is a tree-like structure. Like you have a printer, in that you have digital printer and flexo printer.
Yes.
Okay. Now here you have this printer and this printer. And here you have this printer. Like that.
Yes.
Understood? This
Yes.
is work center group. These are work center and these are machine centers.
Yes. Yes.
Understood?
Yes.
So
Yes. It
now
is
we will,
kind of a grouping
yes, it is
based
just a
on
kind of
shared.
grouping, correct?
Yes. Yes. Kind of grouping shared based on a shared features or shared attributes.
Yes, yes. So now we will go to the work center and machine center. I think the is Shruti, have we uploaded the machine center? Okay. So I think we have already updated the machine center. You can just go through it once. Please
Yes.
share your screen
So
now. Yeah. Search for,
also, Mr. Mancho, also, excuse me, Mr. Mancho, there in the sales course, some work centers, I tried to select different work centers. Some of them, if you select them, the code cannot be calculated.
Yeah, because the setup or the routing is not done properly. That is why
Yes, yes,
you
yes.
need to verify the routings of it.
Yeah. But it took me maybe about 30 minutes to troubleshoot the problem till I changed the work center, then everything went fine. So I need to understand these setups there myself, not through training, of course. So we
Yes,
can
yes.
so we can go
And you know
smoothly.
what, Mr. Anand? Each
Yes.
page, whatever you open, okay, go through all the actions you have in that page. For example, you have opened this production role center, go through all the cues. What is this? What does it mean? Like that.
Yes,
Do a
yes, for
cycle
sure.
of each thing. Okay.
For sure.
Go through the manuals or the recordings which we have shared you earlier and whatever we are doing right now. You need to go through that and revise again and again.
Yes, but it is so huge. It is so huge. So
Yes,
you need
definitely. It is a
yani,
huge thing.
how many years it takes from Mr. Mancho to master this system and become familiar, not expert. In order to become familiar, you need 1 year. Familiar. Maybe
See,
after 1 year, you will become an expert in using the system, only using the system.
mhm.
Right?
See, it depends on the practice of the user. So, if I give you an example that most of our customer, okay, what they do a sandbox training of complete day, okay, not of 1 hour or 2 hour. In that day, they just replicate the current scenario what is happening there in their company. For example, if I take the example of production, they just take an jobs of today's in their company and create the complete cycle in sandbox environment. That is how they get used to it.
Yes, sure. Yeah.
Understood? If you use
Yeah.
your today's data, then this will be more familiar to you
Yes.
instead of
Yes.
creating a random data. And just now, as you created a 2FG item, you will not remember what was the attribute, why I have created those things. But if you
Oh,
create
absolutely,
with any
absolutely right.
linkage, yeah.
So that is why, as soon as finish this end-to-end cycle, uh, maybe a lot of stuff here will be changed. If you don't want to follow my instructions here,
Mhm.
immediately you will be fired. We don't need you. Believe me, will be my approach, and that is what I was discussing yesterday with Mr. Hussein. I don't need this guy, and I don't need this guy.
Mhm.
This is part of my change management. This is a very big, there is a very, very big resistance here. You cannot imagine. Sorry, this is out of the scope of the training. Not to offer you an excuse from my side, but no, only to urge you to be to assign me as possible as you can a few times so I can guide the project plan here. Because Mr. Husseini, I think, after he saw all the features or capabilities of the system, he started thinking to have multi-company system here inside. He don't need to browse too many systems to get his cash flow.
Okay, Mr. Anand, let's come back to the agenda today's and go through the work center.
Yes, where can I find it? This work center.
First, maximize the page. Yeah. And scroll left, right, capacities. Click on capacities. Okay. Here you will find work center and machine center. So these are your
No,
work centers.
these are our work centers.
Oh,
And
sample work center.
yeah, and their
Okay.
work centers available in another environment.
Okay. So you need to change the company to see your work centers. You will be more familiar in that.
Yeah, the first company, MSP Sandbox. Yes.
This is my exact
Yes.
work center.
Okay. Okay. This is work center. I think machine is different.
Hmm?
Okay. This is same. Same. Machine is different.
Same, but machine. What's minutes here? Unit of measure
This
for
is
the
a unit of
posting.
measure. How you will
Yeah.
measure the capacity of a machine? So you will be measuring in minutes. You will be posting the times in minutes.
Yes, understood. Posting, no problem. Scheduling in minutes. Shop calendar code, capacity. Capacity one.
Capacity one, I think it is not right. It's not be one. Okay, it should be the capacity of that particular machine center of a day.
Of a day.
Yeah,
Of a day. But we use minutes here.
yeah. It will be a standard capacity.
Do I need to understand this or just follow the one time
You can
setup?
just follow this. You can just go through this work center card. Okay, it will be one time configured.
It's okay. So this is the work center here,
Yeah,
and
and now go to the machine center.
yes, this is the machine center. All of my machines are stored here.
Yeah,
Just a quick overview. Posting,
yeah,
we
just
don't need. Scheduling will be the same parameters there. Routing setup.
standard setup time or wait time or move time. This is a standard thing.
Hmm, so warehouse, warehouse. So what do we mean by warehouse here? Output warehouse, machine output warehouse, or
No,
consumable
this is
warehouse?
a different module in which we use a warehouse management system. So, in current scope, we will not be having a warehouse level of tracking.
It's
We will be
okay.
having location
It's
level of
okay.
tracking.
It's
Yeah.
okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So this is corrugation specific for the machine center one.
Yeah.
Yes, these machine capacity, كذا كذا. I have to review them. If I have any question, I will refer to you.
Yes,
Sure, sure.
you can review and let me know if the setups are not correct. Okay.
Excuse me.
You can review this and let us know if there is anything that needs
Yes,
to be
in
changed or.
posting, there is nothing. In scheduling, there is nothing. Routing, setup, maybe I have some, but as you told me, we have to follow the one-time setup. No need to go through. Corrugation specific, maybe per linear meter cost, per meter cost. What's this
Yes.
difference? Per and
See,
cost.
there could be some machines in which you will be providing the cost in per linear meter. Okay. And what if we convert what is the cost, average cost of machine in metric ton? In 1 metric ton of
No,
corrugation,
no,
what is your average cost?
just explain the abbreviation, Mr. Mansur here.
Metric ton and
linear,
linear meter.
yes, MT metric ton. Square
Yes.
meter is uh, clear. Ink level, ink level. Hmm. What do we mean by ink level here?
So for the printing machines, you will be having a ink cartridge, right? So what is the
Yes.
minimum ink level you want to mention for the information purpose?
Okay. Quality spec ID. Top, top max ups. So this is one of the most terms here that is used everywhere, and I cannot really understand because it is corrugation
Hmm.
specific term. Ups,
Yes.
ups, every ups.
So ups is like how many boards can be produced in one means
Decade in
like
one decade. In one
yes.
decade. Yes.
in one
Okay.
decal.
Okay. How many
Not
ports?
in one decal, it is not in one decal, but parallelly. Like parallelly, how many boards will be
Yeah.
produced?
Yeah. Yes. Also ups. When I use ups in die cut rotary mold, ups means
Mm-hmm.
how many ports this,
Outs, yes, outs,
how many
yes,
items this mold will generate
correct.
when the board pass between the cylinders. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So process quantity per minutes, machine capacity, maximum decal size. Yes, decal, decal. This is a puzzling term here. Guys here are not aware about these terms. يعني,
About decal.
yes, decal and roll, or width, or يعني after I did my research on the internet, they told me that decal is the surface, the paper surface itself.
See, I will share uh, one thing. I'm sharing my screen, okay?
Yes.
I think since you are not from the corrugation background, that is why you are facing this issue.
Yes. Yes.
That is
Yes.
why I'm just explaining this to you. Okay. See, this is how the paper roll looks like,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Second.
See color the inserted.
See, did you see this red line?
Yes.
This is nothing but a decal. This is a decal.
So it is the roll height or width.
Roll height.
Height.
This
Yes.
is basic. The roll height or decal is same.
Roll height. It is the same. Also, it is the roll width when we install it in the corrugation machine. We use
No,
rolls
no.
with
See, this is a
180
decal.
centimeter.
This is a
Huh?
decal. Okay. And again, I'm showing you one more thing. This is a diameter.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Yes. Yes.
This is a diameter.
Okay.
Understood?
Yes.
And
Yes.
somewhere you will find a core as well. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So there is one hard material of cardboard only
Yes.
inside the roll that we
Yes.
call as core. This is a core.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Understood now?
Yes. 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 Yes.
You can now control. And about the board ups, what does board ups mean? For example, this is your corrugation machine,
Yes.
and your corrugation machine is producing the boards in this manner.
Yes.
Okay. This is your flow. The direction of your corrugation is this. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, since you are having double stacker machine,
Mm-hmm.
so you are producing two types of board in one time. So these are two types of board of different dimension in one time. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So for example, you are creating this combination of board and this combination of paper in one time. Okay. And how many maximum number of ups? So we call this upper part as top and this part as bottom. First thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This
Yes.
is bottom and this is top. Okay.
Yes.
Now this is, let's say this is one out, and this is one out. This is the maximum out or ups you can have in
Yes.
top. So this we call two ups, maximum two. Okay.
Yes.
And
Yes.
let's say in the bottom you can have three. This depends on the machine.
Yes. Machine specific. Yes.
Yeah, this is machine specific. Okay. But as per MSP, you do not have a constant of ups based on top or bottom. You have a common ups in both the uh, layers, top or bottom. Okay, so this is 5 in your case. 5 could be in top and 5 could be in bottom as well.
So this is what we call double stacker here.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm so sorry for and I really thank you for this information. I have to I have to know everything about my corrugation machine too. This is what I didn't do till now because of a lot of no problem, no problem. It's okay. It's okay. Leave it now. Machine center and work center are okay. I will go there
Mm-hmm.
later on. Do I
Okay.
need to know anything important here? Slitting, slitting, slitting.
So splitting is not required for here
Okay.
corrugation.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. So work centers and machine centers are okay, but I will
Yeah.
be very interested later. Maybe we will back later only for costing to review the costing here because it will be reflected there in the sales code.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
If you put
So
the cost in the machine center, can you open one machine?
yes, this one.
Any machine. Yeah, there is a under postings tab. You can see there is a direct unit cost, indirect cost. So if you provide the costing here, so while creating sales code or while creating any FG item, the machine cost or the processed cost will loaded at the time of RPO closure.
So
RPO
if I use
production.
this machine, if I use this machine in my production, as there is 000 here, no cost will be generated, right?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. So we have seen capacities here, capacities with work center, machine center, a lot of sections. So when I go to reports here are empty, like this one, empty, 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 empty.
Yeah, this is the standard given by the Microsoft.
Mm.
Yeah, so this is for
No,
checking report.
some screens all are empty, but I didn't ask you before because I said we still in a progress. Maybe we will have, but after we go to the production, I expect that these reports will not show empty.
Yeah, this is standard by the Microsoft. For production, we have another reports. When you go back to the home page, just go back to the home page. There is a report section. You can see there is a action section right side. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
Below that there is a report section. So these
yes.
reports we have provided in our corrugation Samadhan. So these reports we provide. Maybe the data is not there, so you cannot find any data
No
while running
problem.
this
No,
report.
no problem.
So, Mr.
What's
Anand, this sandbox environment, MSP sandbox environment, we have created for you only, so that you can create the data. So, if you are using that environment, MSP sandbox, so please use this environment to create data. Okay, because in this environment we have
yes?
added the setups as per given by you.
Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Mhm. So So this the data I will, so data that I will create here
Yes.
will be moved to the production later on.
Yeah, in this environment we are created for you only to create the data here.
Yes. So let's go back to this one company, right? Switch.
Yes.
Thank you. ركز معها بدي شغل طيب. So next topic here.
There is a work center group you missed. You can just go and check that how the work. This is just a list of work center group. You can search from the global search.
Work center group.
Yes.
Which one?
Just type work center group.
Work
It will not showing in this
center
list.
group.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So these work center groups we have prepared as per provided by the routings as per provided by Mr. L. Azadeen. He has provided me the routing. So based on that, I have prepared this group, then work center, then machine center. Okay. This is just a
Yes.
list.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So this is clear.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Work center clear, machine center clear, work center group clear, item master creation is clear. Now next our topic is routing. Okay, so the routings.
Routing, excuse me, also it will be clear because routing is very known term regarding which routing will we use to produce this item. Does it need يا شباب ولا صوتهم رجاء uh, are we going to print this item or it doesn't need printing? Does it need wrapping? Does it need so I can understand routing, but I want to concentrate here on board grade.
Mhm. Okay, so can you, if you understand the routing, can you create one routing?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
just create one routing so that we can proceed for the next step. Yeah, don't go search the routing from here because it will include all the routing, including the bomb material routing also. So just search from manufacturing setup because all the related production related setups are available in manufacturing setup. Okay, you can find all the setups which is required for production of FG item is available in this page. So always open this page for any kind of setup if is missing.
Here.
Yeah, there is a routing template available in the action button.
There is in the action button.
Yeah, these are the action buttons. In this action button, routing template is available just before Fessor Master.
Yes.
Yeah, correct. Okay, so these routings is prepared by us and these are as per shared by you. Sorry, shared by
Yes.
Mr. Azzuddin. So can you
Yes.
create one more routing here? No need to go on the three dots. The numbers will automatically get updated when you just click on some another field. The page got refreshed. Yeah. Click yes. Just do refresh. Yeah. Provide the description of your routing. Provide the steps and provide the necessary setups. Not like this, not like this. Description is always, you cannot create a description for any particular FG. The routing can be used for multiple FG creation. This is the master.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah. So you can provide description like adding process like corrugation plus printer plus die cut plus FG receiving like this. So that when you are selecting the routing in the PDI, you can easily read that description and able to select which routing you want for that FG item creation. Yeah, like
This is
this.
okay. Yes.
Yeah, because the description is visible at the time of selection of routing in the PDI.
Yes.
Yeah.
With different status and new certified under development clause. Yes.
Yes, correct.
Also, this list is clear. Closed, we cannot use under development. It's clear what's under certified. It is approved and you can use at any time. New, it is still new until we publish or release or approve or
Correct.
allow the user to see it there in their profiles and use it. Routing template lines, the first line, operation number. Shall I enter an operation number?
From 10, you can start the operation number because this we supposed to be the standard number for the operation is start from 10, 20 or like gap of 5 like 10, 15, 20 like 10, 20, 30 or 11
Uh-huh.
like this. So
So I,
provide the
I will
operation
I
number
will only
also.
add machines. I'm not going to add work centers. I will add machines directly.
Yeah, yeah, but for the last operation, we should always choose work center because there is not any specific machine for FG receiving.
Okay, we will see that. We will add the corrugator, but what's wrong
See,
here?
system is giving error because you haven't put it the operation number.
Ah, operation number one.
Yeah, just put it 10, like 10. 10,
Aha.
20, like this.
Okay, okay, okay. 2 digits.
Always start the operation number like using 10, 20. 1 or 2 also you can use, but 10 we consider as standard as per our correlation samadhan. Routing link not required. Provide the work center category. Correct. This is not required here. Not required.
Okay.
No,
Number
no, make it
20.
blank. Make it blank. Common board is no required to tag here the routing link code. Go back.
Oh, sorry.
Don't create new. Open your created one. Yeah, where you are working. Here, remove that routing link code. It is not required here because it automatically we are handled this from the backend. Yeah, make it blank. Correct. Now select another operation in this routing. Was there any flexo related machine?
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Setup time.
Yeah, you can provide or it is not the mandatory field. If you want, you can put it, but it is not mandatory.
It will count to cost later on.
No, it will not count the cost.
Okay, we have created the route, or we have to
No, no,
close it
no.
by
Still,
selecting
no,
work
no.
center. Work center.
No, there is work center category is missing in the second operation. The work center category you haven't put it there. Yeah. For converting, it should always be. Can you click there? Printing find. There is the option of printing finding. Sorry, printing guiding.
Okay. And here in the work center, last.
Yeah. Yes.
Are we finished now?
Now, select the last operation.
Yeah, last operation, what will be? Work center?
All the last operation always be FG receiving.
Always what? Sorry.
Yeah, FG receiving. Just if you selected the
FG
type,
receiving. Aha. Okay. Sorry. Yes. This way.
yeah. Again, you need to select the category. Yes.
Uh, materials or finished
No,
blanket.
there is a finished packing, finishing packing category is available. Yes.
So excuse me, Shruti, for this, why the lists are not dependent here? You got
Why
my
there is
question?
dependent? These are not dependent.
Okay, so we finished now. We done with this route.
Yeah, this route is done, but you need to certify this. Still, this is not complete. This is the status is showing a new.
This way.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah. Yes. Now this routing is complete to use
Yes. This
in
route is
PDI.
ready and we can use it everywhere. We can
Yeah.
use it everywhere. So from our topics, we have routes route and route template, and board grades. Finally, my
Yes.
dear, board grades.
Yes.
Yesterday, I failed to find board grade, where to access.
Yeah. In the same page, like I have said, for the
Excuse me,
production related.
excuse me, excuse me, dear Shruti, just a minute. I have a guest here on my desk. بعمل أبوه yes Shruti. Excuse me, it was a note from Mr. Hussein.
Hello.
Yes, sorry. It was a quick note from Mr. Ammar and Mr. Hussein. Yes, go ahead.
Okay. So there, you are saying about board grade, right? So you can
Yeah,
find in the same setup page of where we are doing all the setups related to production.
manufacturing setups.
Yes.
Manufacturing setup. In manufacturing setup.
There is a board template. Board
Board,
template. No, not there. Yeah. You can find it in the action area.
yeah. Take a flute, board template, yes, this one. Uh-huh.
You can see there are these board grades are available. You can
Yes, we
add
have
your
only six board grades here, but I think
and these are our created board grades. So board grade are still in WIP process, WIP status. We need to update the board grade in the environment which we have prepared for you and also in the production
right.
environment.
Yes, for this board grade, I have a question. Uh, Master data that you sent to us, we have sent, as the dean has sent to you all board grades before I joined MSB. They were about
Yeah.
100, they were about
One,
150,000.
not one. It's like I think it is lakhs. I think just crossed one. I mean 1 lakh something grids.
Excuse me.
Hello.
Yes.
Okay, so can you create a board grid?
New.
Yeah, new board grid. Just like you
Mhm.
have created the routing, right? Same process for creation of board grid.
Number of flights, 3, 4 GSM, 130.
Yeah.
Why
So
it gives
say, yeah, see the if you see that error, you can find that why this is coming. So if you
from
provided
GSM?
the number of ply,
Okay, wait. To GSM 150, flutes, P,
provide the number of ply,
number of fly. When I give 3, say error.
then
Yes,
yeah.
it's okay
Now
now.
see when you updated the ply as 3, so there are 3 lines automatically get updated in the line
Yes.
where you need
Top,
to
bottom,
provide a
middle. Top,
combination.
bottom, middle. So the top layer are are the very last one. Top layer, we have 3 plies. Huh? First ply will be the last one in the last line.
Yeah, you can just do double click on the paper position. Go back, go back, go back.
Yes.
No, in this page only. Open your created board grid. Just double click on the paper position in the line first. Yeah, now it
Yes.
is showing as top liner, fluting, then last liner. Now it is okay.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So I have to give the GSM for every layer. GSM here will be 138, paper type. This is the types that we are using here. Uh, this white coating. Okay, paper shade, paper
Paper shade,
shade.
you haven't provided the details of paper shade. And you can also check this attribute is not available in the paper item category. So we haven't created any paper shade. There is only two attributes, GSM and type, which we are using in the paper item attribute.
Okay, what other details I need to create here for the paper position here?
Sorry?
Do I need to enter any other details here in the lines?
No. Because these
That
details are not provided by you. So I think MSP is not using the shade RCT bursting factor. So that's why it is not
paper
required here.
source, paper source, description, flute type P. Yes, okay.
Full
Because
type
only
get
the middle
automatically.
layer, the middle layer will be fluted. Yes, this is okay. This is okay. So, excuse me, Shruti. This is the only way to create board grades here, right?
Yes. The
Because
description is missing. If you provide a description also
yes,
and unit of
I have.
metric.
It is so easy, and I understand that completely from day one from FRD. But I have maybe 3 or 4 quick questions. Yes. First, uh, one of my uh, one of my fail reasons in sales code is board grades. Okay.
Yeah.
Why I fail there in sales code? Because board grades, we are not providing the correct data for you in the master template. But I don't know what to choose from this list of board grades. And if I going to try to fix a board grade, so I will be able to use it in the sales code. I couldn't fix these board grades because I don't know what's he asking about there.
In
So
the while selecting the board grade in the sales code, you are saying.
yes, yes, during item description, yes, after I establish a new line. Yes, when I establish a new line in the sales code, I have to go through three action buttons. First action button is item description, then costing, then customer requirement, right?
Correct.
Yes. So in item description, I'm going to open the category that is this item belong to, which is always FG there. In FG, I have to call the template, and the template will display all the attributes. Then I have to fill the attributes. One of the attributes will be the floating type and the board grade.
Not you cannot select the board grade as an attribute for FG item because in the product costing we have provided the field to select there.
So this is one of my failures there. So when we go back to the sales code, I will show you where I fail. Again, so are we done here with the board grades?
Yeah, this is a description you have missed here. If you provide a description, then and the unit of measurement, then it will complete.
Description like what do you like for the
Like same, just like you have provided the process by process steps in the description of the routing. Same way you can provide the combinations here, like yeah, three ply, the first liner combination, second liner combination, so that when you selecting this board grade in the PDI or in the sales code, you can easily get that description and select that this combination of paper we required for the production of this FG item.
is it okay this way?
Yeah, if you can understand this way, this is okay.
Yes.
Not
Does those
kg, the unit of measurement you can use like uh, pieces, pieces or unit or each
pieces? Okay, pieces.
and the board rate, each or unit.
Doesn't.
Hmm.
It's
Okay.
okay this way?
Yeah, it's okay. Also, you can find the one second. Yeah, be in this page, be in this page. If we scroll down, you can find there is another tab in this board grade, item details. Yeah,
Yes, yes,
the last
yes.
tab. So you can find the this tab will show you the available items based on the combinations you have provided and based on the line item you have
Yes,
selected.
so this table is empty. This table is empty because I have used the items that are not available in my stock.
Yeah, as per 150 GSM and WTL paper type, this combination of paper is not available. So you have selected top liner. So for top liner, this combination paper not available. If you select each of the line, you can see that this combination of paper is available or not. If not available, you need to create. Otherwise, system will not allow to certify. Yeah. See,
Is
when
it
you
okay
change
this
the
way?
combination, yeah,
Yes.
this if you see the you change the combination for the last liner. Now by this combination 125 GSM and WTC, the this combination of paper item is available, and so is it is showing in the list. for
It's
the last
okay this
line.
way.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. So, for creating board grade is a straightforward operation. I don't think it is there more time to consume, but using them is critical everywhere in the system. My production department provided you with a huge number of combination of board grades. Does we need all of this board grades?
Yes, we need, but each of the combinations should be unique.
I think they are not unique because can you imagine more than 100,000, more, about 150,000 of board grades in the sheet?
Yes, actually we need, but all the board games should be different, each of them. There is no why we should create same. Also, system will not allow to create the same board grade in the system.
Another question for you and Mr. Manchu. Uh,
Yes.
my concern, if I want to send the data for Samadan to upload to my system, this data should be clean. Data cleaning is a part of my job here as a ERP manager. Uh,
Yes, yes.
yes, board grades list can be generated if we do some kind of mathematics matrices. Yes.
No, this is basically not a mathematics, Mr. Nanan, but the combination of boards which we produce in MSP. So this is what about it is. This is
So
not
yeah.
a calculation or formula thing. This is about, for example, this is about what you want to eat. So this depends on you. There is no calculation for that.
Yes, yes,
What
but
is your
and maybe you didn't get me. When we say mathematics, matrix, if I collect all variants of all paper types, all variants of all paper types, and I produced a matrix from these paper types, the output number will not reach 100,000 or 150.
Yes, yes, you are right in saying that, but there could be some scenario that there must be some papers which is being used in specific layer. Okay, that you should
Anyway,
be considered in your matrices or whatever.
Because our costing and our calculations relies on the board grade.
Yes,
We
yes,
have,
yes,
yes, maybe it will affect my cost and it will affect my reports later on. But
yes.
you are you know more than me in this, so I trust your answer. Thank you. Shall we leave this screen now?
Yeah, I think you haven't certified this.
Certified? No, we did certified. General.
Correct.
No, sorry, certified, yes. Uh-huh. Item not available
See,
in combination of top linear.
yeah,
Which
because you have
item?
selected a see, read the error message. You can able to find that where it is missing.
WTL, this one.
Yeah, check the item availability in the item detail tab.
Okay.
See, you need to provide that GS kind of combination for which the item is available. And if the combination you want but the item is still not available, then you need to update the item from the item wizard. Yeah, right now.
Hmm. Why it is not
Yeah,
accepting
check
why it is
check
this?
if item is available or not. In the item
Okay.
detail tab,
Where
check
to
it if
check?
in the item detail. Right now, I have said that you can check the item ability of the combinations from the last tab. The last tab is showing the item ability of that selected combination.
Sorry,
Check in
sorry.
the
Sorry, I didn't get you. Would you like to take control to show me that?
No. Just there is item detail tab. Just scroll down. Scroll
Uh,
down.
item, yes.
Right now. Yeah. And check for
Uh-huh.
all the liners if paper item is available or not. For last liner available, check for first. It is available. Now try to certify.
Same.
See, again, this is different error. Read the error. This is different error. This is not showing that item is not available. This is showing this
Yes, already
combination of.
exists. Already exists.
Correct.
I'm creating duplication.
Yeah. So it will
Yes.
not allow if the combination is same.
So,
You need to provide some unique
so
combination or
disregard this, we don't need it. Yes, it is understood here, Shruti. It is
okay.
understood. Thank you. It is
So
understood
next
here.
topic, yeah, our next topic is scheduling, production,
Uh, Product
production
planning
scheduling.
and
Documented.
just may I answer my phone, please? Just a minute, Shruti. الو دكتور، نعم أمرني. Sorry, Mr. Mashu Shruti.
Yes, Anand.
I'm so sorry, but it was a quick call also from human resources. They are pushing up some actions regarding our projects. So he was asking some questions. Yes, let's go.
Okay.
Okay, so let's proceed for the PDI creation.
Uh, PDI,
Yeah, go back to the home page.
product design. Sorry. Product design from action buttons. Yes, this is here. Yes.
FGPDI.
Yes, we have FGBDI, sample BDI, items, production items, raw materials, all items, thickness master. Uh, thickness master. What's the
Yeah,
thickness
go to
master
F.
mean?
Thickness master, can you open it?
Okay.
This is for when we are.
This is about the thickness of the paper. So we need to define here GSM wise and paper type wise what is the thickness of paper. How
Thickness
we
of
are, I mean,
paper, not thickness of boards.
yes, not thickness of board. This is very important thing because at the time of paper consumption, we reverse calculate the weight of the remaining reel based on diameter.
Yes.
Okay, so for the calculation of the reel, we need to have this thing like what is my per GS means GSM wise, paper type wise, what is my caliper. This is a standard thing. You just need to update it here.
Do you think it is accurate measurement here? A very,
Yes.
very tiny measurement. Can we measure it even if we have calibers or even if we have whatever was the measurement tool?
So, see, Anand, the paper consumption happens in three manners. Okay. Either you can measure the remaining diameter of the reel and update it. Okay. Or you can update the remaining weight of the reel at the time of consumption, or you can update the remaining linear meter. So as confirmed during the system analysis, we will be updating the remaining weight of the reel. So in this case, thickness master will not be used in your company
Yes,
because
that's it.
yeah,
Leave it in.
yeah,
Leave.
yeah.
So leave. That's it. So in PDI, we are talking about FG It will be
Yeah,
same
FGPDI.
تقريبا like sample PDI, FG
FGPDI we will be creating afresh, and whatever a sample PDI is about when we are doing a sales quotation and when we create a sample order of that particular sales quote, that creates a sample PDI as well.
Okay. Where to go now? New or just view the
New,
previous
new,
one?
new, new.
Customer number, my preferred customer that I'm using always in this training, number 19.
I think he is your favorite customer, I think, Mr. Nanan.
I was working there previously, sir.
Oh,
Yes. I worked there for 7 years. I ended them with SAP Business One.
oh. That is why you are not forgetting that company.
Yeah, I need real data. So this is the most customer that I can remember. So when I select the customer, he choose PDI number 17. Is it a new one? Yes,
Now
new
you need
one.
to select the item number for which you are going to create a PDI.
We create the item, then we create the design.
Yes. So you have created a FGP number 18 and 19. You can create the PDI for both or either of it.
Yes, right.
So you can see there are many things get already updated in the PDI card coming from the item. So there
Yes.
is a no need to enter the duplicate data that is directly coming from the item card.
This is fundamental, and I can understand it. Yeah.
Yes. So
What do we mean? Product design type main and sample. We have two types, main and sample.
no. Product design type is a main and subcomponent. For example, you have a box that is a main box, and if you have a partition or the plates or separators in that particular box, that will be a sub item.
No, yes, okay, okay.
Okay, now click on manage and technical detail. You can see the dimension of the box must be updated automatically in the bottom section.
ODI.
Here.
Okay. Now here you need to mention that scroll up. Here you need to mention that what will be the routings for this particular product.
It is asking me for process template code.
Yeah, process template code means what will be the processes, the routings.
Ah, ah.
Select
So
your created routing.
was 02, maybe something like 02. This is my,
Yeah, the first one.
yes, this is my.
Yeah, here you need to provide the expected GSM.
Okay, expected GSM, the total GSM for the whole item.
Not the total GSM, just expected GSM. So if you provide here the expected GSM, system will check the combination of that GSM in from the board grade, and if it is available, this combination, if the expected GSM comes under, then it will show you the
This is
list
the
of
most hated
board
message
grade.
I hate during the sales coach routine. This message make me too much headache during sales coach. Excuse me
Yeah,
for that.
this is actually the MSP specific customization we did.
Yes.
Okay,
So
so
can
we
we
can
explain this
see,
behavior? What to do? What to do?
yeah, so like you mentioned, 125 expected GSM here. So by this expected GSM, maybe board grade is not available. So if you
So
click on
what
the
to
board
do?
grade, you can find, just click on the three dots under the board grade. No, no, no. Put any GSM.
Any. Okay.
Yeah, and again, can you try to put 130?
Yes.
130 or maybe 180. Try 130. Okay. See, board grade not found. By this expected GSM, board grade is not available. Expected GSM, you have put it as 130. The range you mentioned while creation of board grade should be 104 to 156. So I
Okay.
think this range is not available in the board grade. That's why this is not showing the board grade
Because
list.
we are using a float C. If we use the float P, believe me, if we use the float P, it will be succeeded.
Yeah, no, this is basically depends on the range of the GSM we provided while creation of board grade. Okay,
The,
so you can see there is a minimum range is 104 and maximum range is 156. So if you open your created board grade and check, no, 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 no. This
yes, I
is
know.
expected GSM. This is expected GSM.
You
No,
want
where
me
are
to
we?
go here?
Yeah. Yeah, no need to go back to home page to search anything from the global search. You can search it
Yeah.
from the PDI page also.
Yes, yes, sorry, yes. Absolutely right. Yes.
Open your created board grid.
I become more and more familiar. I can go to board grades immediately without having as you see.
Yes.
Sorry.
Good.
Yes. So, what board grade do you prefer to choose there?
Your created board grid, which you
This
have
one.
created right now. Yeah, seven number. See, the from GSM and to GSM is 120 to 150, and in that error message, it was showing the minimum should be 104 to 156. So provide a correct GSM so that this board grid will be visible at the time of selecting this in the PDI.
So, excuse me. I have entered there 140 and it refused. Okay. This this board
Yeah.
grade 120, 150 range.
Yeah, because the from GSM is not coming in the in that range. It is coming out of 104. So if you provide 101, that then it will come. Provide change the from GSM as 100 and change the put it 100. Yes, and change the 2 GSM as 200. Put it 200. Yes.
What about the
Now try
flute?
to flute. It is
It is
correct
C
flute
there,
here.
here P.
Okay, then put it C.
So that is what I mean.
Yeah.
If I left that as 120, excuse me, leave it.
Then it will not fall on that range which system is checking for. It should, that's why, and put it as 100 so it will fall under 104 to 156. Now certify this. Still it is not completed.
Yes.
You need to certify. Now to certify because this combination is new. Earlier it was not allowing us to certify because there some vote grid is available. Now again go back to the PDI. Open your PDI. Yes. Now try to select the board grid. Try to select the board grid. No need to change the yeah.
Same.
I think no. I think it was 130 for which we are checking the range. Put 130 expected GSM for this PDI. Just put 130 as expected GSM as of now.
Excuse me.
130. The expected GSM
130.
put 130. 130.
Okay.
Yeah. Now try.
Because of the flute, maybe.
Apply 3. Let me check.
So
Let me
you see, this is what I'm facing there in the sales code. Sorry, Shruti.
Yeah. It's okay. Let me check.
I'm sure there is something missing in my data. Okay.
Yeah.
That is why I sent such email explaining such issues.
This is what we are not from speech range 104 to 156. Okay. It should be 156, not more than that, because maximum we have provided as 200. Again, it is not coming in that range. Can you click OK and try again? Click OK.
Yes.
Try again.
Okay.
One second.
No.
I have changed the minimum and maximum range in that board grade. Can you try again?
Yes.
Okay. So you can see the earlier the range was minimum is 104 and maximum is okay. So as per the calculation, the required decal is this much. For this, as the decal size is not available. That's why it is showing. Click OK.
هي بتاخذ فاضي انا بحب رجالك اللي على بس شيك خواتك بيعملين لما يجي ينصحني من زمان. Yeah, so where to go next? Yeah?
Now go the bottom.
Secondary board grade. What's this secondary board grade?
So, for example, at the time of production, you don't have the paper combination as a primary board grade available in your inventory. What will be the next?
Alternative board grade.
Yes, correct.
Yes, okay. Item.
Glue item. So this glue item will be consumed when you are posting the output for the corrugation operation.
It will count against a bill of material. Right?
Can you repeat again?
using a glue item here, then this
Yeah.
glue item will appear in the form.
Yes.
Okay. So what's else here we need in the first section of the BDI?
This is so when you click on calculate details, system will calculate the board dimensions. Okay.
Item not available for combination plot. Number, paper,
Yeah.
GSM.
So it is saying that this 1800 decal item is available, but of this decal size it is not available. Just click OK. The required decal size is showing as 1800, but of this decal size item is not available. This is system showing the message. Click OK.
Okay.
Now go down a little bit in the OD dimension tab. You can see these details are calculated by the system.
It is calculated by the system, but the designer may modify.
There is like formula is given for the RSC box, so you cannot
So
change.
you can edit only the editable things in the system. Other things is coming from the formula.
Uh, just I can do like this.
Yeah.
So this is a dimension thing. You should not be doing from here. Okay. So little fine tuning you can do. Other than that, you should be using the add-on applicable thing, that how much you want to add or uh, minimize the dimension. So in the top of the page you can see there is a add-on board applicable, add-on box applicable. You scroll up.
Yes. So there is a difference in millimeter between OD and the product design dimension, which is
Yes,
the ID, which is the ID,
yes, yes,
the thickness of the board.
yes.
Yes, thank you. Yes, ID dimensions, OD dimensions, OD and ID. They are the same. I could see the no on the yes, yes, yes. Other dimensions. Do I need them?
No,
Here.
no, 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 no.
Other calculations, PST related to QA, customer specific. Okay, box calculation details. Board decal
Yeah.
ups, die bunching, manual
So
cruiser
here,
required. Yes, continue, Shruti, sorry.
yeah. So here you can change, adjust the trim size by applying the manual trim, and also if the box you want as die cut or number of joint you want to add on, then you can change the details in this section.
So this trim left and right comes from the manufacturing setup that you prepared
Yeah.
that last week.
Yeah, coming from manufacturing setup. You can change it also.
So first item is ready in this VDI. Is
No, no,
ready.
no, no. It's not ready because it is not approved. Okay. There is one more tab, job card detail.
Okay, before we go to tabs, is there any action put in here that is required to perform my operation? We use technical details. What about others here?
Technical details, and there is a bill of material where you can see your selected paper item for this FG item.
But where is the glue here?
Glue will not available here. Okay, so decal size is not updated correctly because all like 1800 decal is not available for the fluting and for the liner. That's why it is not updated for both of the liners, only updated for top liners. So
Yes, yes, I
you can
understand.
adjust the or you can create a paper of 1800 decal, or you can adjust the board dimension also on
Can
scope.
we continue with this? Can we continue with this PDI without creating these items?
So what?
I don't. To minimize time use. I don't want to create items. We want to proceed with this PDI creation.
But it will not allow to, I think, to approve because
So
items.
what do you recommend now? Creating item?
Yeah, you can create item also, but you need to check the dimension first, for which the combination also the GSM and paper type, because for 1800 decal size item is not available. First check the paper type and GSM of liner and flute. No. Check the GSM and paper type for liner and flute. Then create the paper type. Go back in the PDI page. Yes. Go to manage. You can also adjust the board dimensions. Once,
Or
let me check how you can adjust the board dimension. If you see, for one liner we can create a paper, and for another liner
where to change that? Sorry, where to change that?
the board dimension. But it goods to
Board
create a
dimension is
paper.
coming from board grade, but it is coming from the board grade.
No. Board dimension is not. Board dimension is getting calculated by the system. Just go to the OD dimension tab.
Uh-huh.
See, board length is, no, this is box length with height which you have provided at the time of item creation. Below that there is board length and board width. So you can see the board width is 494. Okay, and you can check the up size which is available in the bottom section. Down?
Board size.
No. The box detail section. Go down, bottom. Yeah, you can see the decal ups is 3. That means from 494 into 2, yeah, it will not allow to change it manually.
This way.
But when you click on calculate, it will again comes to 3. Just click on calculate details. See, system is saying decal should be available. Click OK.
Okay, what to change here then?
Okay. So see, in this case, why this error combination of paper system is saying that this is not available? Because we have selected board grade, and in that board grade, maybe only 1800 or less than decal size is not available. Okay, and here, if I let me just share my screen. Okay, so
Yes.
that
Yeah. Yes, please.
is my screen visible?
Yes.
Let me change the role profile. This was your PDI?
Yes.
See, here my board width is 492. That
Yes.
means if I go here, my board width is 492 and my ups is calculated by the system is 3. That means if we into this board width into this ups, that means we required this much of decal width, and if we include the trim, so that is our standard trim is 30. Okay, and where I got the standard trims, it is coming
Yes, 15,
here.
15. Yes, yes, 15, 15.
15,
Yeah.
15 is 30. Okay,
Yes,
so
yes.
if we add again this plus this, so we required this much of decal size in the board grade we have selected. Okay, so if we check our board grade, okay, so board grade I think you have changed here.
So ups here is an abbreviation for outwards.
Once again, why it is not updated here? Let me just give. Okay, so I was there, selected this board grade, and if I'm going to the manufacturing setup, board template, and opening this your created PDI, you can see, sorry, your board grade, you can see in the top liner, the required board length is not there. Only 1800 board decal size is available, and here this and here for the fluting liner, it is not available of the same decal size same decal size paper item is not available. So if we are consuming if we are like consuming paper of that combination, then decal size must be available, same decal size must be available in all the lines. Okay, so our required decal size is this much, 1506. Okay, but when we check our created board grade, so here in the top liner, only this decal size is available. But this decal
So
size
this is
1800.
understood, Charlotte. Excuse me. Now we need the decal size of 1506.
Yeah, 1506
Okay,
decal size
so
we need.
sure.
But we
So
one
so
second, one second.
so from production perspective and cost perspective, what is the recommended decal size within the standard?
There is not any recommended decal size. The decal size is comes as per the calculated board dimensions in the PDI. Okay.
So, but if I use 180, 100, 1800 decal, we will produce too much waste or scrap.
Yeah, yes.
So what is the recommendation here? What is يعني 10 centimeters extra, 15, 5, 50?
See, in your situation for which you are creating PDI, the required decal is this much. But paper item is not available of this decal size. But we have paper item available of 1600 decal in the last liner.
Nearest
Again
one.
in
This
the
is the nearest one.
1600. Yeah, the nearest one. But in the top liner, 1600 is not available. It is available 1800. That's why in the PDI, in the bill of material, paper item is not updated for the bottom one, for the flute one, but is updated for the top liner, because in the top liner we have only one decal, which is of 1800. And you can see when I go to your PDI, this is your PDI, and
Yes.
when I go back to the bill of material, you can see only this is updated. So in this scenario, you need to have paper item of same decal size in all the lines, and which is the nearest decal size. System will automatically check and update it by itself.
So change what you want as per your recommendation.
Here you need to have paper item. So you can add a paper item of combination. Just create a paper item. You can share your screen.
Yeah. Well, shall I go to items here? Sorry. Items here, create a new one, item wizard.
Delete this template. First delete this template, then start preparing from the new one. Yeah, delete it. Yes, now provide the template. Yes, select the GSM as 125 because we need this combination. No, not this much. Put 1600 because in two liners we have already 1600. So for top liner we are preparing. Yeah. Select this as WTL. WTL. WTL.
Yes, sorry. Paper moisture, no. Cell chemical, no. Paper diameter, right?
Hmm. Okay. Now
Is
click.
that?
Now, yeah, correct. Create the item and approve this item.
You see, now I'm professional in creating items.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see.
You should give me full mark for this.
Sure.
But the item that we have just created, which is this one, maybe.
No, this is our G item. We created paper item right now.
mm, Maybe this one, the very last one. This one, yes.
Yeah.
Process. Approve. Full mark.
Yes. Now again go back to the PDI. Select the board grade and try to calculate.
Technical details.
Yeah, select the board grade. No need to put the expected GSM again and again. Yeah, select it. and try to just calculate. Click OK. Yeah. See, now that error is not coming.
Yes, product design
Okay.
line updated, complete.
Yeah. Now go back to that bill of material page and
Here.
check it. Yeah. Check.
Oh,
Now 1600 is updated for all lines.
good teacher with good student, what will be the result?
Item got updated, like 35 item we have prepared for first liner, so it got updated, and for the second and third liner there is only one item, so it updated for both of the lines.
So everything here got updated too.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So what's next here?
Go back.
Yeah, back.
There is a routing process, so you can just check the routing process. Yeah. This will just give you the view of processes which is
Why they are
included.
appearing in red color?
That is just a uh, for highlighting purpose. There is not any like a remark for having a red color. That is just for highlighting purpose.
Okay, we will. What to choose here?
Nothing to choose. This is just for reviewing purpose that you selected the routing, and this routing is showing here. And you can check the die cut and number of joint here as per the technical details you have provided the details there. Okay.
Okay, yes, yes. So in manage here, with all of these actions, uh, with all of these actions that we could see here, we used the technical details, then the bill of material, then the process. Other actions, we don't maybe print is clear what's a print. Customer requirement, could we check that? Because
No,
it is
not.
required.
Basically, we check two things. One is technical detail and second is job card details. Don't need to check the bill of material because it automatically get updated by selection of port grade, and routing is automatically get updated by selection of routing in the PDI. So basically, we just check the technical detail, fill the details there, and check the job card details. Nothing else you need to do in the PDI. All the calculation automatically gets updated. Okay.
Yes, okay. So
So
also
open.
these the details that appears here, the same details that appears there in the sales code, we will back there
Yeah.
if I may and if you can. If I may and if you can. We should back there because if I master this action there, I will master all of these details here too.
Yeah, see, if this is the same details which is available in the sales code also, because in the sales code we along with the FG creation we do the PDI creation details there. So some details is similar as per the sales code in the in this page also.
Yes, yes. Shall we leave here?
So you can, yeah, you can leave here and just provide the palette details, which is mandatory to get back from this page.
Where's that? Palette details, palette
The
details.
bottom. You can find the palette details in the packing section.
This one?
In the packing tab. Yeah.
Yes.
Provide.
But excuse me, Shruti here. Number of pieces per bundle per pallet, quantity per pallet, okay? Quantity per bundle, quantity per pallet again. So if we enter like this, per bundle, I want 20 item, okay? 20 items. Per pallet, I want 50 bundles. Okay, pallet is the biggest unit. Then inside pallets we have bundles, and inside bundles we have items.
Correct.
Yes. So we have entered the 20 and 50 here. the total
Mm.
calculation will be 1,000 here. That's
Yeah.
correct. That's correct here. But I could see some discrepancy or contradiction there. Maybe I'm not sure about that. We will discuss that later. Uh, I didn't understand. It is not a discrepancy of calculation. Excuse me, Shurut. Never misunderstand me. Because
Mm-hmm.
there is
Mm-hmm.
some, yes, there is a gap in understanding sometimes because you are following a business terms that is completely different from ours here in Jordan. So what's next here? Back.
Okay, so you can fill the quantity per pallet, which is for internal purpose. This is not, yeah, you can fill it. This is required for internal purpose, not included in the calculation. And
Yes.
there is a pallet item code. You need to fill the pallet item code.
Palette item code. I see.
Yeah.
Yes, we will choose
Which
this one
item, yeah,
that we
which pallet.
created yesterday.
Yes. Now go back. See, here is a make plate item. One second, one second, one second. Go back to the job card. Job card detail, yes. There is act. Can you expand this page? Yes. There is make plate item action button available in the left top, and there is a create die item.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, yes, yes. I know them and I
So,
could see them. Yes, 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 yes.
so from this page, you can create stereo cliche items and the die mold items.
Yes, 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 yes,
Okay.
yes,
So, but you
yes.
need to provide that die is required for this FG item or not, or plate is required or not. If required, then only it will allow to create. And if required, then how much quantity it is required. You need to provide. Click
Yes.
there, click it, die punching. Yeah. So you put it the number as one, just click on create die.
Create die.
Yeah. Okay. See the error and do the same thing. Yes.
Excuse me,
Now
I
go back. Ah,
create
put it. Mark that. Yes.
uh,
Now try to create.
create die
See,
created for item number. Yeah.
die number 10 is created by the system. So you don't need to create this item through item wizard.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Same way for making of plate.
Plate printing this way.
Yeah.
Number of
Printing
colors.
plate required. Printing plate required. So if you are doing
Well,
printing, so for that printing plate is required or not. If
yeah.
required, then how much number it is required. You, yeah.
Printing
Click.
details.
No, no, this is the list of if you want to select the existing printing plate, then you can also select, or if you want to create a new printing plate, then you can create from there. Yeah. See, drawing reference number must have a value. So it is saying if you are doing printing, then please provide the drawing reference number. So click
So
OK. I will let you know where this data need to provide. Click OK. No, no, no. That is not working. Click OK. Go back to the job card. See in the top tab, the job card tab, the the first tab.
first
Yeah,
tab.
there is a drawing reference number. Provide the drawing reference number and the drawing reference date.
I should enter them drawing reference number. Oh, this drawing reference
Yes.
number will be filled automatically if I created it through the sales code.
Now this is any reference number given by the designer, or if the customer has given any their reference number, provide this for information purpose.
Mm.
No, I think you have clicked on
Like artwork number.
Artwork number. So any number I can choose.
yeah, just remark. put the date of today. Yeah. Now, now try to create plate item.
Create, make
Plate
plate
item.
icon.
Yeah, make plate item. See, you have selected 3 plate required. System created 3 plates 11, 12 and 13. Click OK and you can check it is automatically get filled there.
Yes,
See, updated here. Okay.
yes.
Now this is how system update printing plate and die item in the
I
PDI.
can enter
Now go
details.
back.
Where to bring
Yeah.
the scales here?
Plate detail, the printing plate which is created here, if there is any additional remarks or the detail, you can provide any remark here.
It is
Yes,
generally what, Mr. Anand, that in each of the plate you might be having your own number in
yes,
MSP currently. Okay.
yes, 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 yes.
So this is just a relationship number that your this is what stereo one here in the system.
Yes, yes, I can understand that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Any other details here, Shruti?
If you are doing printing plate, then provide the color details.
Area?
Yeah, provide the consumption uh, kg per square meter. So for one board, what will be the consumption of ink for per square meter? We can put it.
I think that should be a calculated field.
No, you need to provide.
How to know?
This is generally provided by the CAD department if you have, or the person who is designing the printing plates, that how much color will be consumed, what is the printable area, that sort.
He can get this information from his design software like
Yes, yes,
CorelDRAW
yes.
or
Yeah,
Illustrator.
in the CAD software, they can calculate that.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So the designer is responsible for this information and he has to
Yes,
provide a very accurate information here.
yes, correct.
Yes, that's it. So I will instruct him, you have to be accurate here. Okay. Is there anything else here?
The color you haven't provided. Yeah, you can put the printable percentage area.
Then the color. Yes.
Yeah. Now go back from this page. There is a PDF storage as we seen in the item page. Here also you can attach the artwork.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. This is a must for my designer too. He has to
Mhm.
do that. This is a must. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. 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 One small question for Mr. Manshur. Can I have a script here, automation script, that for certain fields that doesn't have value, I should be informed so I can follow what they are doing? Are they following our instructions or are they doing what they want without paying attention to instructions?
I could not understand that, Mr. Anand.
يعني from administration perspective, does Business Central has this ability to send me a notification or a script can be triggered if the user saved this card without filling some certain information that he should
that
provide.
that notification will be given to the user who is doing that not properly, and system will not allow to approve or release any document if the necessary things are not updated. Because how many things you will be handling, you should be handling the users, the
Yes,
permission,
yes.
that's it.
How can I specify that this is a must and this is not necessary?
This is handled in the system inside the development part. Okay, whatever the things is must to be filled in for the calculation, or as per the mandatory things is concerned, it is added in the system. And if out of that you want to add some more things to be a mandatory field in the system, you can share that. We need to uh, make them mandatory.
Yes, we will check that maybe if we have time during the IT session.
Yes, yes, sure.
Yes, thank you. Shall we leave now? This,
Yes.
thank you. Here.
Okay, so here we need to now the details are fine here. You can now approve this PDI from each of the departments, sales, PTD, and production. Okay. So here
Approve.
also there is a calculate details. So from this page also you can click on calculate details to get every calculations perfectly calculated. Yeah. Okay, and there is also one more action button available below that. There is publish bomb and routing. So if just for updating everything, you can click this publish bomb and routing. Refresh and updating everything in the PDI. Okay, so once we click on these details, calculation details and publish bound detail, system will create a WIP board for the main FG item. So that FG item is that board item is automatically get created by the system. You can check it from the components. There is component after the manage. After the manage below the in the line. Yeah, just click on board component. You can see this board item WIP 00010 is automatically created, and this board item will always be associated with this FG item 18 number.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Subcomponents. Subcomponents like partitions and corners and others.
Yeah, so we are not adding the partition here, that's why it is not there. Now you need to approve it. For approving, you need to send for the approval process. There is 3 send buttons available. You need to send the approvals for each of the departments. You can see send to
So,
sales.
so BDD is the production department.
Product design
Yeah,
department.
product design and development department.
Excuse me. Here, this is one of my concerns. Previously, I was going to ask about. Approve BDD, approve sales, approve production. Three approvals. What are they? Production, sales, okay, but BDD designer, production designer, ولا product designer, Mr. Mancho?
Hello. Yeah. So the sales
BDD,
department. Yeah, the sales department. You understood correctly. Okay. Hello.
yes.
About the sales department, you understood correctly that the salesperson or those department, and then you have a PDD, means product development or department, design and development department. This department is generally is a specific department in many companies, which generally create a design like how to optimize design, and how we will be saving our paper and like that, the CAD
Yes.
type of department. Okay.
Yes.
And then the production department is a core production department of the industry factory, who is working with the stocks, what is my machine detail, like that.
Okay. Okay. So send to BDD and approve BDD.
Mhm.
What's the,
Yes.
it is already at the BDD department because the designer will be a member of development.
Yeah.
So shall we use send to BDD?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, send to BDD, then approve BDD,
No, no.
sales
This is a
approval.
sequential approval, Mr. Anand. This is a sequential
Aha.
approval. So first, this must be approved by the sale. Then only you can approve by the PDD.
Okay. 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 Approved by BDD. Then approve production.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Speed
So
matrix not
see,
found.
yeah. So
Yes.
as you can see, we were able to approve from the sales department and PDD department, and there was no error of speed matrix, because this speed matrix is related to the machine and the production, and this is related to the production department.
Uh-huh.
Understood?
Yes.
So
Yes,
the
yes, yes.
production department is responsible for this thing. That is why he is getting this error, not the sales or PDD.
Yes, 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 yes. So because it's approved, the icon here has changed.
it is
Also,
already
icon here.
approved. It is
Yes.
already approved. You can see the status is updated and confirmed by is having your name. But
Okay.
it is not
Okay.
allowing to approve from the production side because there is some setups missing. So if you again try to approve from the production, you can able to see what setup it is asking for. Speed matrix not found for machine. No, no, don't do that. Yeah, speed matrix not found for machine 1. So we need to set up the speed matrix for each of the machine which is included in the routing which we have selected in the PDI. Correct? Yeah, open the machine center. Correct. And go to the machine 1. Yeah, open it. Under process, you can see there is a speed matrix setup is there under process. Action button is there is action button available. Yeah, speed setup. Correct. Here, see for your flute was C. So you can see there is a no any speed setup mapped for flute C. So create one more line C. Yeah. Provide no need for flute 2 or flute 3. Just provide the scorer type, no need because we haven't mentioned in the PDI the scorer type. Just provide from GSM to GSM range, and if the GSM range is this much, then what will be the planned speed for corrugation? Yeah, just
Why
provide
it is
like
too big range?
what?
Planned speed 60. Right? This way.
Yeah,
Save.
yeah,
Saved.
already saved. Go back and
Yes.
try again to approve from the PDI. Maybe it will ask for another machine also. Let's check. Now this time for another machine, that is machine 10. Same way, open machine center and do the setup for machine 10.
I think it is understood here.
Okay. Okay then. No, so this way you need to provide a speed matrix, and then you will be able to approve the PDI, and then your PDI is confirmed.
So what other actions here? I need to know special instructions. Okay, image. Okay, send to sales. Okay, send to production. Calculate details. Verify. Verify. Verify is the
Verify is
same
after
action like the
For
approval.
procedure.
example, for
But before I
example,
send for approval, it will notify me.
By verify, we mean that we have calculated the details and we just verify it. Okay, we are not approving it currently due to some reason. Okay.
Yes, 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 yes. So there is no other action buttons here that we didn't
Yeah.
cover. For report, we can print design sheet or MasterCard. What's the difference here?
What? MasterCard and product design sheet. These are reports. You can run and check.
Product design sheet. There is a field. I was going to ask you about what is CT here or CS. What is CS here?
Compression strength.
Compression strength. Yes, this is for quality, so we don't need. I have gone through this document before 1 week. Yes, 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 it's okay. Everything is understood here. Yes, everything is clear. So any
Okay.
other action buttons here that is required to know?
No, no, it is okay.
So we are done with PDI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
So
So we
after
are with
PDI,
PDI.
after
There
PDI,
PDI, we have next process is doing FG. I mean the FG sales line job creation means creation of job. Okay.
excuse me, after PDI, we have update components and other attributes scheduling page, output, scrap, and downtime.
Yeah, so that is update scheduling is after the job creation. So first we need to create a job, then after scheduling we will update the components in the schedule.
So, okay, where to go here?
There is a job creation action button area. You can see in the action area, the bottom area, yeah, job creation. For
And
FG
this,
item job creation, you need to go for the first option FG sales line job creation. Okay, so you can see here this page is showing as blank because there is no any sales order created for the sales or for the FG item. Okay, so we can create a sales order so that items will get updated here, and by taking that sales order we can create a job production order. Okay, here you can the lines will be updated by having the release sales order. In this page all the release sales order will be updated. Nothing is required here, no action is required here as of now because lines are not updated here.
yes,
Only
because
the
I didn't do my homework there.
Yeah, the sales order creation. So you can create a sales order right now by the as okay, but PDI is not approved for that.
We will back here. We will back,
Salesperson.
back here. Are you going to give me 0 mark on sales codes?
Yes.
Yes? See that. You will report it directly to the school principal, man. Well, I'm not joking, Shiruti, really. Whichever, yani my colleagues here, I will handle them like this. You are a student, and I'm a teacher, and there is a school principal. If you want to do your work, you will go to the school principal. You will see that next week, inshallah. You will see. طيب.
Okay, okay. So just create a sales order.
We have sales codes. We have.
No, not yeah. Create a direct sales order.
Okay, 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 okay. We have our preferred customer, number 19.
Yeah. Okay. Put the requested delivery date. Okay. Put the customer purchase order number.
Is it okay here?
Select no, not required. This is not required here. First, put the requested delivery date in the header. Because if you are preparing a sales order, there must be a requested delivery date. Okay, 1 May 2026. Okay, now select the item for which you are making the sales order. No, for selecting item, the type must be item. See, the type is as comment.
Yes, sorry.
It's okay. Select FG item. Select 4 number F. Yeah. Can I create a sales order for you?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, you can select see FG number 18 will not allow to release because the PDI is not created. I mean created but not approved. So if the PDI is not approved, it will not allow to release the sales order. So select any
Okay.
another FG item. Select 4 number FG.
Four
For
number.
the PDI. Yeah.
This one. This one.
Yes.
Okay. Customer reference number. We don't, any other details that we have to
Yeah,
take
ship
care?
to code. In the sales order, there is two, three details which is very important. First is the item itself. Second is the quantity. Third is the ship to code and zone. And fourth is the unit price. These things are very important in the sales order.
Yes, all are in red, mandatory.
Yeah. Check the unit price is updated or not. If not, then we need to create a master for it. No, no. Where are you going? Go back. Just close the fact box area so that you can check the fields clearly. Yes. Slowly scroll more. See, uh, one thing I want to show you here. Scroll left. There is a VAT product posting group. You can see there is a VAT product posting group. This posting group is attached here, right? And this is coming from the item category. So for
Yes,
FG
yes,
item
yes, yes.
category,
Yes, I understand this. Yes.
yeah, that's why I'm asking for you always like please provide me the VAT product posting group. It is required. Okay,
Yes,
and you
yes.
said that you will provide it by this week.
Yes, I know. I'm late in providing posting groups. You know,
Yeah,
this is one. Yes.
that's I want to make you notice. Just scroll right. There is promised delivery date. See, unit price is automatically updated as per the last
Promise
production
delivery
price.
date. I couldn't see. Promise
See, there is a unit
plan.
of measure pieces. Unit of measure pieces. Just scroll right little bit. Yeah, unit of
Uh-huh.
measure. Stop here. Yeah. Provide a promised delivery date. When you, yeah. The expected readiness date of the FG item is get updated as per the system by checking the availability of the machine and or other production areas. See, there is unit price updated as per the last production price. Okay. Now you
Yeah.
can release this sales order. So every detail is updated here. My ship to code, unit price, quantity, promised delivery date. Okay. Now you can see the status is showing as released.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So you can get the work order report. You can get the order confirmation report.
No problem. We have created the sales order. We should go back there to.
Okay. Okay. Go back to the job creation page. Yeah, this is sales role profile. Yes.
Production.
Correct. Yes.
What is DS? Production Department Planner DS.
Double stacker.
Double stacking.
We have two roles, different for single stacker and separate for double stacker. So
Yeah.
for you, we are using double stacker. Correct. FG sales line. See, the sales order is now updated because you have released the sales order. So when the salesperson will release the sales order, all the sales order will be visible to the production team. So they will check, production team will check that these jobs are pending for the production. They will check, put the quantity, that how much quantity is required to for the production of this sales order, and after putting the quantity they will create the firm plan. Okay, so you need to provide the quantity. So first mark that this is required for production and then put the quantity. Variant code is not required here. Just scroll the extreme right. Scroll right. Yeah, scroll again. Yeah, there is Boolean mark for production order. So this sales order is required for production. So when you mark, the quantity updated automatically here, but if you want to minimize the quantity or change the quantity here for the production, you can change it. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So 2000 quantity you want to produce for this job, for this sales order. The job will be created of 2000 quantity. Click on, no, not there. Click on create firm plan. Yeah, the completed now. Now, if you again, no, not need to click any action except create firm plan production order in this page. Other actions are not required here.
Okay.
Okay. And now if you again scroll right, you can see the left outstanding quantity will be showing as 2000 because you can see outstanding quantity, the last third.
This one.
Yes, it is okay. Okay,
I
because the
I entered 2000. It changed
eh,
to zero.
provide the again 2000 because the RPO is not created. That's why it is showing 4000. Okay, just no need. Okay, okay, you can create again. That means
But
for this sales order there will be two job order. Means you are creating
hmm,
partial orders.
where to see these orders?
Go back. This is just for creation of firm plan, and all the created firm plans will be visible in the firm plan list.
In the fair plan
List.
list.
So firm plan is a kind of production order. So you can find in the production order action button. It is available in the left. No, not here. Not here. Yeah. Yeah. Go production. See, the first option is firm plan. Click and just go down. See, for the you have created sales order 35, put a 2000 quantity, for FG number 4. So here you can see, just close the I button. Scroll down. You can see the delivery date you have provided as 1 May 2026. The assigned user ID is your name, and here
Where?
all the details is updated.
Yes.
Okay, so this is
Yes.
my firm plan production order for the sales order 35 which you have prepared. Okay, now based on the firm plans, you will do scheduling. Okay, so the sales, let me just clear you the process flow. The salesperson will create a sales order and then a dispatch schedule. Then comes to the
So
production part.
starting and ending time has been calculated according to the machine speed.
Yeah,
For POM, annual POM, annual routing. Where I can see the POM here.
see, the line you have selected is FG. Okay, so there is a manage function and line. Three options in the line. Yeah, click on
Manage.
line. Yeah, click
Yes.
on line. There is a component. You can see for FG the bill component is board item. So if you consume board item, you will receive FG item. And if you select the board item, the components will be showing as paper item. Select this, select this line and check the component.
This is where is the consumables?
Where is the what?
Starch, glue, water.
Here only we mention the paper items.
Where is the complete POM?
See, in corrugation, Mr. Anand, the
Yes.
quantity per of glue or starch depends on the output. Okay,
Mhm.
and the recipe of the glue depends on daily basis and the weather of the climate, everything. Okay, so that gets consumed once we post the output based on the recipe of that particular day. Okay, so that is why the glue item is not there in the production order component. We have a paper only.
Only paper. So excuse
Yeah.
me, sir. My concern here, I have
Mhm.
generated my firm production plan. Okay.
Yeah.
Storekeeper should be notified what materials and what consumables should he send to the shop floor for production.
Yes.
So, will he get a clear list? We need this, or
Yes, yes, yes. That will come in a job card report. In that report, you will be having the details like these are my paper which will be required, these are the inks which will be required, like that. And about the starch and the glue, that is a pump like thing that gets pumped to the corrugator automatically. That is not about the requisition, is that someone is requesting for that and someone is providing that. That is going to the using a motor and pumps.
Hmm. So where's the final list that the storekeeper has to send to the production line? He has to prepare the materials. It is a huge
Yeah, that
amount.
that will
He-
come when you have completed the production planning.
can you show it to me? Share your screen, please.
Yeah. Go back.
Okay.
And there is publish schedule. Okay. Open the It's publish double stacker scheduling page.
Publish double stacker is doing great.
Yeah, open anyone. These are the published one. Yeah, there is a report section.
Report section.
Here you can see the job card report. Here is the details.
If not get area, टेस्टफुल area, ये कब आ रहा है आपका एक्सपोर्ट के केस में ना? हाँ तो एरिया डलवाओ।
Where is this details, Mrs. Shuruti?
इसमें इंक का कलर रहता है ना? हाँ तो ये दिखाइए उसको कि भाई ये इंक है, ग्लू नहीं रहा है, बोले तो पंप मोटर से। So here in the color section, Mr. Anand, you can see this is the color required. Okay, blank
Okay.
digital ink.
Yes, yes.
Okay, and about the paper, you can see there you have a board quality. So that is the combination of paper which will be required. There is another report in which you will be having the detail of job wise paper requirement.
Where is that?
In the same report section. No, in the same report section. There is schedule wise paper wise requirement, and another is there is a different layout also. This is one layout. Another layout is the second report.
See, this is a position wise paper requirement. That report wise paper
Okay,
position wise.
okay. This is reports that we have to generate here, but يعني my view, I don't know if I'm understanding correct or not. I expect that the storekeeper should look into this green
Yes,
tiles
yes.
here.
Go to the report section. There will be an answer to your question. Go to the card, reports, and run second last report.
Second,
Last report. Yes.
this one.
Yeah. See, you can see that this paper combination will be required of this much of kg in this position. Okay.
Yes.
And go back now again. Click on reports. Click on the third report now.
Job card
Third
report.
report. Third report. Third report. After the barcode index. Yes. So you can see this is another report in which you can see in this sequence for this particular RPO which paper will be required and how much and what is your current inventory.
Yeah, all of these are regarding the paper itself. I'm asking about the full recipe. I'm preparing a meal for my customers. I need the full recipe. What to bring from the market in order to prepare this meal.
Yeah,
Full
so
recipe.
about the paper, Mr. Anand, this will be the requirement list. Okay. And about the ink, that will be coming from the job card report. As each of the job will be having different colors. So in the job card report, you can find that which all ink will be required. Like this.
Quantity.
Yeah, quantity is not there because ink will not be issued in terms of quantity. It will be completely shipped as a bucket and it will be returned back.
Yani I see that we are able to calculate the entry quantity because we know the percentage, the coverage percentage, and we have all the readings that we
Yes,
should.
so at the time of ink consumption, that will be calculated automatically, but here it is not mentioned that how much quantity.
Yeah. So how to instruct the storekeeper what to send?
Yes, using this job card, he will be issuing the color, this color of ink in a bucket.
Mm,
He
mm.
will not be giving you the 5 kg or 6 kg or 2 kg like that.
No, he will not send an exact amount. He will send a bulk amount, like
Yeah,
bulk.
yeah,
Even this is for glue, for ink, for stuff. No, I'm asking these questions because this is the concern of Mr. Muhammad Hussein. Excuse
yeah.
me. Yes, he
Yes, yes,
said to
yes, no
me.
problem. But since Mr. Ranan,
Mm,
you are not completely familiar with the corrugation industry, that is why,
yeah,
yeah, it
yes.
is getting difficult for you to understand here. But the paper is the major component of the corrugation industry. Okay.
Excuse
So,
me, Mr. Mancho, after going live this project, my role, I will be like an QA,
yeah.
giving the instruction and checking the commitment for this instruction. So that is why sometimes ask some question.
Mm-hmm. No problem.
Sorry for interruption. Sorry.
No problem. So this is how this industry work, in which the paper will be getting issued, and about the ink part of it, that will be issued color wise, and at the time of return the consumption will be posted. About the
Mm.
glue item, this is a automated pumped thing which gets pumped from the motor to directly corrugator, and based on the recipe it gets consumed automatically based on what we post and output for the job.
But we have a large quantity of waste there in this item. We don't know why.
Yes,
That,
yes, yes, yes.
yes, it's very large quantity. Anyway, yes, we are done with this topic,
Yeah,
which was
so we have done till the job creation and the form plan order. So,
hmm,
so can we conclude for today? I think we have left some topics. We will cover tomorrow. We will start tomorrow from planning. We will do corrugation planning, corrugation scheduling, then output, then consumption, and include the accounting process also tomorrow.
yes. Excuse me. I have previously approved the schedule, but tomorrow it is Friday. I don't mind on Friday, but we have either to choose a time, either before India 3 time or after that, because between, excuse me, between 2 p.m. India time, 2 p.m. India time, and 4 p.m., 2 hours. Uh, it is our Friday praying, and I will be in the mosque. So either before praying or after praying.
So from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock we have lunch here in India. Okay, and from 2 o'clock to I think maybe 2:45 I'll be having a meeting tomorrow already planned. So maybe can we do that before 1 o'clock?
Before 1 o'clock India time.
Yeah, I think that will be very early to you, maybe.
No, not early to you. يعني if you want, I will be available at 7:30 morning India time.
So what will be 7:30 your time, right?
Yeah, it will be 5 my time in the morning, the early morning. Yes, I wake. always I like to wake very early in the morning, playing,
So
running.
so can
Yes,
we do it 9:30 India time in the morning?
9:30,
Yeah.
9:30. Yes, 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 yes. It will be 7 o'clock in the morning here, Amanta.
So what will be the time there in Jordan?
7.
7.
Yes.
Okay, so let's keep it 7:30. You can take your breakfast and complete your meal.
No, 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 no. I wake up very early at 5 every day.
Oh.
Yes. I like the weather here in the morning, especially here in April and May. So you can enjoy your atmosphere here.
Mm-hmm.
So that depends on you. I will be available. Only these 2 hours I'm not available. Anytime. You just ping
Okay,
me
so
on the
let's do
WhatsApp.
it 9:30 our time
Yes, it's
and
okay.
of 2 hour. Okay.
Yes, 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 please. Yes.
Okay then.
I'm so sorry, really. I thank you for this session and for every session, for everything. But I think you got start understanding what I'm facing here. Uh,
Mm-hmm. It is
and
just that, Mr. Anand, you should be also knowing this now that it is just about the practice. If you don't
yes,
practice, you will face
yes,
error.
yes, yes, yes. You could see now if you are asking me for some process like item creation or other. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes, I'm familiar with such topics, but some topics, no, we need to go through thoroughly, especially the sales codes, Mr. Mitchell.
Yes.
Thank you,
And
sir. Thank you.
one more thing, Mr. Anand, that maybe I am wrong that uh, I think sometimes we send some mail, okay,
Hmm.
and you think this is not correctly understood from your side, and something else is coming out. So maybe we
Like,
can discuss it.
yes, 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 absolutely, yes, you can.
Yeah, because yesterday we discussed uh, about the planning which we'll be having, but today you were talking about the change management and adoption like that. So we'll not means we are not going to for the changes right now. We'll be just doing the training part of it. Okay.
Yes, we are doing the training, but there is some
Yeah.
internal procedures. There is some
Mm-hmm.
very strict internal procedures that I'm taking
Mm-hmm.
nowadays. I
Yeah.
didn't maybe inform you about these procedures because they are internally. Like yesterday, I have prepared a very stricted UAT document, very stricted legal document. It passed through our lawyer, our legal department. They check it thoroughly. Every user should be aware about everything that he's going to learn and to use. It is maybe I can share it with you. It is dual language, Arabic and English. So I have يعني, I'm a step ahead in front of you in this project internally because I know my users will waste my time.
Okay, no
So in
problem.
fact, they are in the UAT process. That is why the human resource department just called me. What is this document and what are you going to do?
Hmm.
They have to start signing the UAT within the next week. If he didn't sign, he have to come to my office and to train and either to read the FRD again and again till he tell me I understand everything because they got enough training.
Hmm.
I'm right.
That's what. Yeah, yeah, that's what.
Yes, I have to work with them like this, but I'm new here. I can't go in battle with everyone here. Maybe I told you that before. This is the mentality of the Arab people here. Excuse me. Maybe you know that because you are working with the Gulf area and other areas here in the field.
Hmm.
They don't want the change. They like the legacy system because they feel that they are kings there and they know everything about it. Why they have
Hmm.
to learn a new system? Why do we need a new system?
Okay.
Sorry, sorry, this is out of the scope of this. session, but really, I'm so sorry if you misunderstand any of my emails or any of our correspondences, but